evening and happy college basketball opening week to all. This is WKCR coming to you live from Webby Gymnasium at Columbia University, providing you some Veterans Day weekend basketball. My name is Nathan Kim, and I'll be your play-by-play tonight. To my right are your color commentators Moe Lawsky and Perry Wakatsuki. Tonight, the Columbia Lions women's basketball team is hosting renowned tri-state rival, the Seton Hall Pirates. One of the top offensive programs in the U.S., Seton Hall is feeling good entering tonight's matchup, having taken down Iona University in a blowout fashion, 75-32. That game, Iona played so poorly to the point where the team as a whole registered a negative game score. The Pirates pulling off quite the heist last Tuesday. On the other hand, the Lions opened up the season in relatively disappointing fashion as the team underwent quite the reformation this past offseason. It was the Stony Brook Seawolves that overpowered the Lions' underpowering defense, with the winning with a score of 85-73. Mo, Perry, what is some takeaways from that game?
Well, yeah, I think what we took away is that, number one, the Lions' offense can put up points, and they did. But I think the big question for the Lions this year on the women's basketball team is if they can hold opponents to under about like 70 points a game. If they're allowing 85 points that they did to Stony Brook, I don't know how many games they can win. So like Abby Shue lit it up last game. I mean, she scored a lot, but it wasn't really an efficient clip. She was 1 of 13 from the three-point line. Want to see that improvement. But overall, the Lions scored enough. They just did not play good enough defense to win the game. What do you think, Mo?
Yeah, Perry put it pretty well. The offense was really good. Well, the offense was able to put up points, but they went with this 3-2 defense, Nathan. And a 3-2. The idea of the 3-2 defense is that you basically force the other team to go into the post if they want to go into the low block, and that's all fine and good. But then you have to be able to defend the post and be able to defend the low block, and you can't do that. You're just going to keep giving up points, which I think was the biggest defensive problem that Columbia had last game against Stony Brook.
Good analysis. And the Lions are walking down the line to their bench with 1 minute 12 left to go in warm-ups. Seton Hall huddling in. Seton Hall huddling in the opposite paint. As Seton Hall's one of the best offenses in the United States, looking to continue their reign of dominance as this game begins.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a little bit of a treat tonight. As we know, last year the Columbia Lions had a quite magical season. Did not quite make the March Madness tournament, but they did make the WNIT tournament, and they made it all the way to the finals where they lost to Kansas. But last year they did win the Ivy League. So tonight we're going to have a little banner hanging to celebrate the team from last year. Very exciting. I think for the past few years, Columbia has been hanging on the precipice of breaking into that March Madness, breaking into the tournament, like the main tournament. They've made a few NIT runs, and making it to the NIT finals, I mean, that's very, very impressive. See if they can put it all together this year to finally crack the tournament.
Yeah, and there are two titles in conference play in each NCAA conference. The regular season title, which could be held by multiple teams, and the conference championship title, which is only earned after the conference tournament following the regular season of conference play. This past season, sharing the title with Princeton was the Columbia Lions with a conference record of 12-2, losing to Princeton at home and to Penn on the road earlier that season.
2022-23 Ivy League Coach of the Year. Lions fans, let's hear it for head coach Megan Griffith.
And of course, leading the Lions is head coach Meg Griffith, who has amassed over 100 wins as a coach here at Columbia University. Quite the accomplishment, as
she just got awarded with the 2020-2023 Ivy League Coach of the Year. As the celebrations for the Columbia Lions continues by showing a video last year of all the women's team's achievements.
Yeah, they're showing the OT win against Cornell at the end of the regular season that clinched the regular season championship, I guess.
And so many familiar faces we saw from last year. Jada Patrick, Caitlin Davis, Carly Rivera, Hannah Pratt, Lillian Kennedy, Madison Hardy. Oh man, what a crew that was. And Sienna Durr, what a defender she was.
With a special commemoration to last in perpetuity.
And as the championship, and as the Ivy League regular season title banner lifts up into the very short rafters of this gymnasium,
That's a low
it is up.
I've seen one.
History has been enshrined in this university.
You know, I see one other banner that is the men's basketball Ivy League champions from 1968. So only the second banner that Columbia University gets to hang for basketball. Hopefully we get to run it back this year as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see how the team turns out tonight.
And that 1968 banner back then, the Ivy League tournament did not exist. So winning the Ivy League would grant you an automatic berth to March Madness. And that was the last time the men's team went to March Madness. 1968. And we will take a short intermission for the national anthem.
That was a great performance. I think that is a local Columbia a cappella group.
Yeah.
Cool times at Columbia University. Tonight is night market where all the a cappella and performing arts groups go out in the low steps and do performances for everyone. But you know what? We aren't at night market. We are at Levian Gymnasium to watch some women's basketball. And there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
I was about to say that.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Seton Hall Pirates.
And we are off, almost off. Just a few minutes till game time as the starting lineups for both sides are being announced as I am speaking.
One thing that really stuck out to me about just looking over the Columbia roster is just how short they are. Like not in a derogatory way, but the tallest player on the Columbia roster is only 6'1". I think the height won't play too big of a difference tonight because the tallest player on Seton Hall is about 6'1" to 6'3". But yeah, I wonder if that has a role to play in the defensive struggles they showed last game. As the hype video comes on the big board, get us ready to roll.
And it's a new one for this season, as expected, of course.
Very exciting. I got goosebumps down my spine with this.
Yeah, what a successful
This is
campaign
better than
last
the ones
season
they got
was.
at MSG.
Yeah.
Well, anything's better than MSG showing a hype video surrounding Julius Randle.
Abby Shue is much cooler.
I'd rather have Abby Shue on my team than Julius Randle.
You know, we were talking about
Honestly valid.
We were talking about last game that Abby Shue went 1 for 13 from 3. And I was just noting that we got here about 80 minutes before tip-off, and no other Columbia line was on the floor except Abby Shue, just putting up shot after shot after shot after shot, trying to get locked in. I'm sure she does not want to repeat her shooting efficiency from last game.
Yeah, definitely. I will give a shout out though to Nicole Stevens, who was out briefly before Abby taking some shots too.
Spain, number 33, Moe Lawsky.
Nathan, besides Abby Shu, who are you looking out for on this roster?
Well, I would be looking a lot for defensive prowess, but unfortunately we don't have too much of that. But however, offensively, we can keep an eye on number 3, Cecilia Collins, our new dual. Seems like Meg Griffith's running a dual point guard starting lineup with Kitty Henderson and Cecilia Collins. And oh my God, a series development of events. Riley Weiss, first-year shooting guard, is in the starting lineup already. Wow, that is quite the development.
She came off the bench last game against Stony Brook and shot a very efficient 4 for 7 from 3, 5 for 8 total, and finished with 14 points in 21 minutes. So
very impressive for a first year to crack the starting lineup in game 2. But I do notice Riley Weiss is only 5'10", so the short lines get shorter.
Yeah, we're going to see. Generally, when you see a team so short, like it's a sign you're going to see a lot of three-point shooting.
Yeah, and that is what the Lions are known for.
Yeah,
they're known for putting up shots. You know, the smaller and quicker everyone is, the more they can just flare out, get their open shot going. So yeah, the downside is of course that defense that hopefully is shored up tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're going to keep an eye on throughout this game.
You know, the 3-2 zone is not something that's super common, I feel like, right? Like,
wait, sorry, finish your point.
Oh, yeah, I just feel like, you know, I haven't seen that many 3-2s in the NBA and around college basketball. I see it, like, I think the Raptors play it, like, very intermittently during their, like, title run. They would throw in a 3-2, like, every possession. Then, so I'm interested to see if the Lions stick with that or go back to man.
Yeah.
Good analysis, you two. All right, now the starting 5 for the Seton Hall Pirates. At the guard positions, Amari Wright and Boston College transfer Micah Gray. Manning the middle is the enforcing Northern Illinois transfer Aja Davis. And the forward tandem will be Shaylin Pinckney and Azana Baines. And the starting 5 for your Columbia Lions. Meg Griffith is running a quadruple guard lineup. Kitty Henderson and Cecilia running as dual playmakers with Riley Weiss and Abby Shu as the two shooting ball handlers. And manning the middle is Noah Comasanya, who will not be doing tip-off. But doing tip-off is a makeshift power forward, Abby Shu.
Abby Shu is doing the tip-off. I think that tells you all you need to know about the Lions and their height. But you know, it's a double-edged sword. You know, the offense is killer. Offense gets out and gets running.
That also tells you everything you need to know about Abby Shu's importance to this team in doing just about everything.
Yes.
A little bit of everything.
And we should keep an eye on this very high-octane offense, as Abby Shu is only 5'11", which is still very tall, but
taller than me.
But 5'11" is 5'11", and in the basketball world, that is not very tall. As we are getting ready for tip-off, as it seems that the refs are stalling a little bit, there is not really any reason to stall the tip-off any longer.
There's like commercials or something, which we never do on WKCR.
Of course, commercials. Who would have thought?
Not us. Not commercial-free student broadcasting.
That's why we rely on funding from you guys.
That's right. WKCR.org. Big yellow button says donate if you like sports broadcasting.
And we were off. Shu versus Davis, and Davis wins the tip with relatively ease. Amari Wright with the ball, dishes it to Gray. Dribbling forward, picks it up, back to Davis at the elbow. Davis drives in, Pinckney drives in, and Pinckney scores with ease. Henderson all the way to Collins for the 2, and it's in!
Yep.
That high-octane offense already showing 2-2.
That's that speed, you know. They weren't expecting it off the make to get it passed down so quickly. The bucket there.
Pinckney to Gray. Pops out to Davis at the top. Dribbling down. Comasanya trying to apply pressure to Wright. And looks like Collins tried to draw an offensive foul, but was unsuccessful.
That was like a 50-50 right there. That could have been a charge very, very easily.
Yeah, I'll just say real quick, it's the most clear thing so far is that Columbia's switched very fast to a man defense. They're not playing zone right now.
I see. Inbound to Wright, to Pinckney. steps back. No good as the ball rolls out of bounds.
Lions ball.
Komasani to inbound. Henderson dribbling it down. Amari Wright picking her up full court. Dribbling right, hands off to Shu to Weiss. Weiss looking for an opening. Screen by Komasania. Pull up three for Weiss. No good. And rebound Baines. Rebound Baines. That's to Wright. Wright dribbling. That's stolen by Henderson. Henderson goes down. Weiss picks it up. Weiss dribbling out. Back to Henderson up top at the wing. Dribbling down. Henderson down. Back to a wide open Cecilia Collins. Shoots. No good. Rebound Shu. Shu puts it up. No good. Rebound Davis.
Even though that wasn't a make, that was great effort by Komasan now to go and get the tip out so Sue could get that rebound.
Mario Wright dribbling down. Out to Baines. Down to Davis. Backs down Komasanya. Shoots, and it is a foul. I am not sure on who. And it seems that
number 33, Noah Komasanya.
it looks like it'll be a holding foul on Komasanya. Aja Davis to the line, shooting two.
At the line for Seton Hall, Asia Davis. 2 shots.
I think right away it's already apparent that the Lions play like at least four on the wing, only one in the paint, just kind of set screens, keep everyone on the perimeter.
Yep.
So everyone has the opportunity to shoot.
And this is one of the most fast-paced games I've seen already. Getting down the floor fast.
And then Davis makes one. Henderson back up to Komasanya up top. Komasanya dribbling it, and looks like a holding foul.
Seton Hall
Aja
foul
Davis.
25, Asia Davis. It's her first, and the team's first.
Henderson to inbound to the sideline. We're back in action. Henderson to Collins. Collins drives left, kicks out to Shu, who drives down the middle to a wide open Kitty Henderson, who shoots in! First three at home of the season goes to Kitty Henderson.
And the Lions take the lead.
Mari Wright to Baines. Back to Wright. Back to Baines. Baines drives left down the middle, passes to Davis, who scores.
Asia Davis.
Easy 2 points as Henderson drives down. Dribbling down, screen right from Komasanya. No switch. Down to the corner to Abby Shu at the right corner. Dribbling down the baseline. Kicks out to wide open Riley Weiss. No good. And that will be a rebound by Shaylin Pinckney. Down to Amari Wright. Drives to the middle. And what on earth was kind of defense was that? Komasanya just stood there. 0 contest. Easy 2 points for the Pirates. Henderson dribbling, looking for an opening. Screen by Collins. Henderson takes it to Shu on the right corner. Pinckney all up in her. She shoots anyway. And she doesn't care. Abby Shu with the contested three. And it's in.
Abby Shu just backs her off with a little jab step, creates just enough space to get the shot over the top. Knocks it in.
Davis to Wright. Wright looking for an opening. Screen by Pinckney, and looks like an illegal screen.
Number 15 on Seton Hall looks completely baffled at that screen or at that foul call. But she was moving, so.
That illegal screen will be tacked by Azana Baines as Paige Lauder checks in for Noah Komasanya at the center position. Henderson dribbling it down. It seems that the Lions' high-octane offense is getting them a lot of wide-open threes. Shu up top to Collins at the right elbow. Back to Shu, not open. Back to Collins, also not open. Back to Shu, not open, but drives down the middle. Left-hand layup is no good. Just missed the 10.
It's a good look there.
Mari Wright dribbling. She's open, doesn't take it. Guarded by Weiss. Kicks it out to 21. That's Pinckney who misses, and it goes out of bounds. Lions basketball.
think what I'm seeing both so far is that both teams are getting really, really good looks.
Yeah, I will say, every possession on defense Columbia gets where they force Seton Hall to take a 3 as opposed to getting inside is a relatively good possession, unless it's a wide open 3.
Yeah, it seems that both teams are really looking to score right now. Not so much to defend, unfortunately. Cecilia Collins spins again, looking for an opening, doesn't take it. Plays up a dribble, back out to Anderson. Screen left by Shu. Drive down left, up middle, floater, no good. Rebound Lauder, gets it back to Wildman Collins, and what a pass!
Fading out of bounds, she
Great
caught the
save.
ball, found the open Columbia player right in the middle of the paint, dish it off.
What a play by Lauder, heads up. Right to Higgins.
That was almost another
Right.
moving screen by
Picks
the
it
Seton
up.
Hall player.
Back to right to Aja Davis, looking to screen. Bright doesn't take it, and it looks like it will be
Columbia fouls on number 10, Kitty Henderson.
will be a foul on
First,
Kitty Henderson.
third.
It's a common foul on defense.
For Seton Hall wearing 0, McKenna White. Checking in for the Lions, number 4, Bliss Henderson.
And Bliss Henderson checks in for Cecilia Collins, and McKenna White in for Aja Davis.
Bliss Henderson, the
Yeah, we now have the
sister duo.
Henderson sisters on the court together.
Wow, that's got to be pretty special to play with a sibling.
Yeah.
And Gray step back 3, completely misses the bucket. Rebound Bliss Henderson. Bliss Henderson down the left, Euro step, and it's in! And one! Bliss Henderson, first and 1 of the season.
That's a hell of a move.
Fouls on number 1, Shaylin Higgins, her first, team's third, and there's a timeout on the court.
And that will be Bliss Henderson's first and 1 of the season, and her second bucket in her young Columbia Lion career.
Fans, we welcome you all back to Schiller Court and Levy and Gymnasium.
And it'll be timeout Seton Hall. Mo
Mo
Perry, what are we seeing so far in terms of offense?
Yeah, I think it's a really fast game. The teams are getting up and down very quickly. I think Columbia's happy with the looks they've gotten so far. There's been a few open threes that have not gone in, so have not connected, but I think that'll work itself out in the long run. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Columbia offense. What do you think, Mo?
Yeah, I mean, both teams getting pretty good looks. Seton Hall shooting 75% right now, Columbia 42%. So obviously Columbia not exactly, and Seton Hall's going to cool off, but part of that is giving up way too many kind of looks down in the paint. But I think Abby Shu's shot in the corner with the defender draped all over her is just a great example of the green light she's been given this season. That's not a shot the coach lets anyone take but a player who's been told to shoot at will. And she can score at will, which we've seen so far already in this game.
Good analysis. Well, it seems that following this timeout, Bliss Henderson will be taking her 1 free throw to convert the and 1. We're seeing a lot of experimentation on offense just earlier before Bliss Henderson's and 1. Seton Hall's Micah Gray attempted a step back 3 that completely missed the rim. Yeah, not exactly the shot not exactly the shot coaches are exactly looking for. As this timeout continues.
I assume that everyone at home can hear the lovely Columbia band behind us playing right in our eardrums. The drums are
Isn't it
right
pleasant?
behind us. But that's just the type of school spirit that we have. So
It is a bit hard to think with the drums behind us, but
Are they even like an actual band, or I've heard it's just people who come with the instruments and they play together.
yeah, I think the Columbia band got banned from the school after some hazing incidents.
Oh.
God,
a few years back. So the Columbia marching band does not exist anymore, unfortunately. Bliss Henderson steps up to the free throw line here.
The 5'11" first year from North Curl, Australia. North Curl, Australia.
Amazing.
And it looks like it'll be Shalyn Higgins and Kay Satterfield in for Azana Baines and Shaylin Pinkney. for Seton Hall. And as the horn rings, Fliss Henderson gets ready to shoot her first free throw. The Lions first of the game. The Lions have historically struggled from the free throw line. And Fliss Henderson makes it, converting the and one.
A little bit of full court press.
Yeah, Mari Wright picked up by Kitty Henderson full court.
I like the press.
Yeah, puts pressure. Okay, Satterfield up top, guarded by Fliss Henderson. McKenna White, guarded by Lauder. Right in. Good, nice layup over the contest of Paige Lauder. Kitty Henderson dribbling it down, guarded by Wright. Screen left by Paige Lauder, doesn't take it. Fliss Henderson in the corner, guarded by Satterfield. Fliss Henderson, Eurostep, loses it, picked up by Lauder. She needs to get out of the paint. Lauder, and tough layup goes in. Off the glass, very fundamental. Great angling from Lauder there.
We've got the Henderson sisters in a press together a little bit.
Yeah, very wholesome stuff to have the opportunity to play alongside your sibling in American collegiate basketball. Amari Wright picked up by Kitty Henderson. Over to Hagens, guarded by Weiss. Weiss lets her go to the basket, and Hagens misses. A very unlucky bounce as the ball rolls out of bounds. And it looks like it was last touched by Paige Lauder. And as we have a substitution, Cecilia Collins checks back in for Riley Weiss. Yeah, Riley Weiss there in just that last possession. Let's her defender drive up the middle and almost converts an open layup. McKenna White, Satterfield to right, up top. Looks like Micah Gray looking to shoot, doesn't take it. Satterfield blocked by Lauder. And Satterfield again completely misses, and it looks like it will be an offensive foul. Is it?
I think they said to hit the top of the backboard.
No, I think they called a foul there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it looks like
did.
an offensive foul on Kay Satterfield on the loose ball.
After she put up the shot, she held one of the Columbia players down. Yeah, so she got called for the foul.
Clearly frustrated after that miss. Yeah, it's completely missed the rim. Not exactly something any basketball player would take lightly. Screen right, Lauder. Kitty Henderson dribbling it down right, kicks it out, and it's a turnover stolen by Hagens. Hagens running the fast break, guarded by Shu. Shu blocks it! Picked up by Satterfield, and Hagens puts it back up. Shaylin Hagens, great in the hustle. And
I thought that ball was going to hit us.
Shu right in front of us at the right corner. To Lauder, pull up, mid-range is in.
Great driving dish by Abby Shu. Tucks both defenders into her while she goes into the paint and then kicks it out.
Lauder had that mid-range in her bag.
Yeah, the long two, not the most efficient shot, but if you're open, I say you take it. Shaylin Hagens, guarded by Celia Collins. Back to Amari Wright up top, guarded by Kitty Henderson. Amari Wright to Henderson, and it's a jump ball between Shu and Wright. And as Seton Hall won the tip-off, it will be Columbia ball. And coming back in, having fully recovered from a torn ACL last season, Perry Page has returned to the court. What a sight to see. Perry, Wakatsuki, Moe.
Well, Wakatsuki. But yeah, we do share the first name Perry. I have a story that maybe I will share during one of the timeouts of the Perry connection between me and Perry Page.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think what I just saw on defense was what I hope the Columbia Lions try to replicate more is that quick hands, quick cut in front of everyone when they're driving. They're small enough and quick enough that they can get a lot of turnovers.
And at just the last play, Fliss Henderson dished it a wraparound to a wide open Paige Lauder for an open layup. 2 points for the Lions. They are up 8 points with 1:55 left in the first. Amari Wright guarded by Collins. Kay Satterfield screen, doesn't take it. Satterfield up top, picked by Lauder. She steals it. She's running down the court. Trapped at the corner. Fliss Henderson driving right, scoops it, and it looks like it will be. Yep, that will be an offensive foul, a charging foul for Fliss Henderson.
Love what I see out of Lauder today. High motor.
Yeah.
She got a block on the other end, just grabbed down.
Oh.
Playing offense as well.
Yeah, Paige Lauder registered last game against Stony Brook, registered 4 fouls in 10 minutes and was immediately pulled out of the game for the rest of the contest. Yeah, so she's definitely looking for some redemption right here in this game. Looks like Savannah Catalan has checked in. Higgins to Mari Wright, guarded by Fliss Henderson. Wright dribbles, crosses, switches, guarded by Perry Page, and Perry Page will take the foul there. A bit late on the defensive switch. And Kitty Henderson checks in for Fliss Henderson.
Sister for sister.
Sister for sister. Hopefully the scorekeepers on the other end of the court know what they're doing.
Fliss Henderson looked real solid in those few minutes that she came in for.
And it seems that Perry Page's foul was a 15th foul of the quarter. Amari Wright in for free throws. She misses her first. Amari Wright lining up for a second one. On the court for the Lions right now, Kitty Henderson, Perry Page, Abby Shue, Paige Lauder, and Cecilia Collins. And for the Seton Hall Pirates, as Amari Wright misses her second, she misses both and jump ball, unfortunately, and that means it's a Seton Hall ball back at the other end. A bit of a not watching for the other defenders and lack of communication led to the immediate turnover after 2 missed free throws from Amari Wright. On the court now for the Seton Hall Pirates, Savannah Catalan, Iana Lops, Azana Baines, Shalyn Higgins, and Amari Wright. Perry Page, fadeaway jumper from Baines, and a whistle is blown. And it looks like it will be a shooting foul on Perry Page.
I think Perry Page must have barely grazed the elbow there. It looked pretty separated. Those 2 quick fouls will send Perry Page back to the bench.
Yeah, 2 very quick fouls, not a very good sign.
Coach Griffith giving Page some words of encouragement for those 2 fouls.
And checking in for Perry Page is Fliss Henderson.
That was a quick rest.
And Azana Baines knocks down her first free throw. Lining up for a second one. And checking in for Seton Hall is former Cornell point guard Shannon Mulroy. Baines shoots and scores. She is 2 for 2 from the line. Kitty Henderson dribbling it down, guarded by Catalan. And Catalan steals it, pokes it, and secures a steal, driving it down. Bodies, no good, no foul, and another jump ball, and it will be a Columbia ball.
Wow. I think for those last few possessions, Seton Hall just forcing turnovers, forcing jump balls like those extra hustle plays.
Yeah, I was about to say, Seton Hall just looks like they want it more now. Catalan getting 2 of those hustle plays to force the jump ball.
Kitty Henderson guarded by Catalan, very tight defense. And it looks like an armbar foul on Savannah Catalan. It's like hand checking has been banned from basketball since the 1990s. And looks like it's now too as a common foul these days. Checking in for Paige Lauder is Noah Comasania, and checking in for Fliss Henderson is Nicole Stevens, who has also come back from a season-ending injury last season, along with Comasania. Nicole Stevens tore her ACL last season, same case with Perry Page, and Noah Comasania has returned from a major hip surgery. And Perry Page has not played college basketball since last February of 2023. And as Kitty Henderson knocks out both free throws, a very encouraging sign for this game. Nicole Stevens picks up Shannon Mulroy, who dished it to Baines, and over to Catalan, over to Ayana Lops, over to Shannon Mulroy, dribbling up the middle, and to Baines. Baines spins, a tough layup, completely misses. Rebound Shue. Shue to Henderson, stops, pops. Nicole Stevens, Euro, back up to Collins for a wide open 3. It is in! What a sequence from the Lions.
That's a great job by Stevens to dish it instead of going for a contested shot in the corner.
And the Lions offense, they may be small, but they play tall. Catalan driving it down, guarded by Henderson, and 1. Oh
no, not an and 1.
Oh, not an and 1.
I knew it wasn't an and 1 when the Columbia bench started cheering.
It looks like Cecilia Collins takes one for the team, taking a hefty charge. no bucket, and that will be a foul on Catalan. Great heads-up play by Collins. What a player. And Comasani inbounds to Henderson. 3 seconds left on the clock. 2, 1. She's got a shoot floater. No good. And the Lions currently up 23-13 after 1 quarter of regulation. Fellas, what are we thinking? It's a very high-octane offense.
23 points in 1 quarter. That you can't ask for better than that. And I feel like even with 23 points, Columbia had open points or open shots that they didn't quite make. So very, very encouraging on the offense. And you know, the defense has been a vast improvement from last game as well. I think they've done a really good job of being quick on the help. So whenever someone drives, just get the hands in there, like start swiping at the ball. Don't let any easy layups up. So yeah, 13 points. Great.
Yeah, it's clearly collapsing on the paint on defense. It's clearly something they worked on this week in practice. They're doing a great job of denying in the paint and just like putting a lot of hands and bodies there. Seton Hall has also only taken 2 3-pointers the whole game and is 0 for 2, hasn't made a single one yet. And so we'll see whether the Seton Hall coach is going to try and make any adjustment to say, like, it's not working in the paint. We got to take a couple more threes here, but we'll see.
And it looks like heading into the second quarter, Cecilia Collins leading the Columbia Lions in scoring with 7. And Cecilia Collins, a transfer from Bucknell University, probably transferring to a program in Columbia looking to compete for championships, titles.
Like titles?
You're
crazy. You're crazy, man.
We should have made the NCAA tournament last year.
We should have. Let's start an Ivy League title this year. That'd be great. Or like a tournament berth.
Yeah.
Like a March Madness tournament berth. I would love that.
That would be nice. Getting to fill out the women's bracket, NCAA, March Madness, Columbia there.
Musculoskeletal injuries, workers' compensation cases, and Medicare patients.
Now, and look into the second quarter. Perry, tell us quickly your story about your name, Perry.
Oh, yeah. So Perry Page is a sophomore as well, and I'm a sophomore. And I didn't know there were any other sophomores in the grade named Perry. So one day I was walking out of my dorm, and a group of women behind me all started like shouting like, Perry, Perry, Perry. And I turned around and I looked at them and was like, do I know you guys? Like, hi. And they're like, they looked right past me. I was like, oh no. And I turned around and they were calling out to Perry Page.
That's one of those awkward moments.
Yeah.
I had that today when I was coming to the radio station actually earlier.
A lot of Moes on campus?
Slightly different. I haven't met another Moe yet, but earlier someone was walked out of one of the rooms and went, hey, what's up? I was like, I'm good, how are you? And then I realized he was talking on the phone. One of those awkward moments, you know?
Yeah. You know, we live and we learn and we progress, and now we're here as we see the Columbia Lion, Rory, doing dance moves in front of us.
Yeah.
He's getting hyped, he's getting the crowd into it.
Giving us a little show before the second quarter of action.
I think if the first thing Columbia should have on their docket is redesigning the mascot. That is my.
Don't disrespect Rory like that.
Dude, it looks like a weasel.
A weasel.
It's a, you know
like
what?
A beaver, bro.
You know why the Columbia Lion is skinny? It's because he's hungry for knowledge.
Ooh, nice analogy.
I would just. We can do better than that.
Yeah.
we have.
The second quarter has started. Higgins passes it to Baines, who swings to Gray, guarded by Riley Weiss, who is allowing her to drive left, but she looks for a wide open Lofts, and Lofts is fouled by Noah Comasanya. A very quick foul already in regulation, as that will be Comasanya's second foul of the contest.
Paige Lauder comes in. I think what I've seen from Paige Lauder is just a bit more quickness, a bit more explosiveness to get to the spots. And I think Paige Lauder is has a large wingspan to get the contests on Seton Hall shots.
And currently in, as Lops makes her first free throw, in for the Seton Hall Pirates is Higgins, Lops, Baines, Gray, and Wright. And Lops will be 2 for 2 from the line. She makes 2. And Wright picks up Katie Henderson full court, really smothering the defense, and kicks it to Nicole Stevens, almost a turnover. Collins up top, dribbles left, finds Katie Henderson, who drives left. A cross-court pass to Stevens, who drives left, looks around, keeps dribbling, kicks it out, or in,
to Lauder, and that is a wide open layup. What a find by Nicole Stevens in her first home game back from injury. Oh my God, what a playmaking display we have seen so far from Stevens.
It's a great cut by Lauder, too.
And it looks like Micah Gray will find her way in easily as Riley Weiss lets her go on defense. Kitty Henderson dribbling up, guarded by right. Screen right by Lauder. Stops, kicks it to Weiss, who dribbles right. Looking to drive. A tough layup, no good, and that will be a rebound by Gray. And looks like deflected by Lauder, so Pirates will maintain possession. And checking in for the Lions is Abby Hsu for Riley Weiss. And Paige Lauder for Noah Comasanya. Both Weiss and Comasanya today have been very slow to get to their defensive spots. Amari Wright dribbling it down, guarded by Nicole Stevens. Amari Wright screen to Baines, back to Wright. Wright out to Gray, wide open three. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound Collins. Hsu dribbling it down, guarded by Wright. Looks for an opening, dribbles up the middle. And hard to see around this referee over here. Hsu backs it out to half court at the Lion. Dribbles left and passes to the trap, stolen by Higgins, as Higgins will look for an easy two on the fast break. Lauder inbound to Henderson. Henderson looking up. Lions currently running a 4-guard lineup. Lauder to Henderson to a cutting Lauder, and I don't think that will be continuation, but that will be a foul regardless on Seton Hall. Yep, it will be a reach and foul on Diana Lops. No and one though, as no continuation.
Seton Hall fouls on number 2, Ayana Lopes. That's her first and the team's first in the second quarter.
Bit of a rough start for Abby Hsu in this game, aside from the 3 she hit. She's only taken 3 shots.
It seems that Seton Hall's defense is so concentrated on Hsu that they keep leaving others open.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And Abby Hsu passes it to Kitty Henderson. What a pass.
Hell of a pass.
I didn't even see that coming.
Abby Hsu caught it in the paint, or right on the block. Double teamed her, dunked it out right off to Kitty Henderson.
Henderson, Stevens kicks it. But Wright retains it. Wright dribbling around the perimeter. And it looks like Micah Gray will be in the left corner. Steps back for 3, guarded by Collins, and it's in. What a tough jump shot by Micah Gray.
Yeah, I think you take that as the Lions, even though that went
Contested
in.
3, definitely. First Seton Hall's first 3 of the game.
Abby Hsu looking around. Hasn't really shot much this game, but has contributed in every other area, including playmaking and rebounding. Collins, wide open, Kitty Henderson. No good, rebound Baines. Baines takes it for herself, up the middle, guarded by Hsu. Drives in, tough layup, and a whistle has blown, and there will be a foul. And 2 shots will be coming up.
Columbia foul on number 35, Abby Hsu.
Yep, and that'll be a shooting foul on Abby Hsu, her second of the game.
Back in for Seton Hall,
And
number
Fliss
5,
Henderson checks in for Nicole Stevens.
Returning for the Lions, number 4, Fliss
I think it's
Henderson.
maybe a blessing in disguise, not a blessing in disguise, but it's interesting to see how the Lions offense is performing without Abby Hsu just entering takeover mode and scoring every time. So far, they've been pretty good.
Yeah. Well, one thing to keep an eye on is the double team that Seton Hall is occasionally surprising Hsu with. But what that means is that someone else has to be open, basically.
Yeah,
And so if she can keep finding those open people.
maybe the Seton Hall game plan is let anyone but Abby Hsu beat us, which is, valid for the player that scores 20 points a game.
That is valid.
And Zana Baines makes both free throws. Fliss Henderson up top to Cecilia Collins. Dribbles left, finds a cutting Hsu, and Hsu is fouled. Almost makes a shot, but no good, but she will take 2 free throws.
Fouls on number 1, Shaylin Higgins.
Those
Her
backdoor
second
cuts
and
seem
the
to be
team's
really,
second.
really effective for Columbia right now. It looks like Seton Hall is not exactly prepared for dealing with them. So that's something they should really keep trying to exploit if they can.
And checking in for Seton Hall, Savannah Catalan and Aja Davis. And checking in for the Lions, Susie Rafew, who started at power forward last game. A bit of an underwhelming performance, but Rafew is back in action as we speak.
All the way from England.
Yeah, Ipswich. They have a good soccer team.
And subbing out for the Pirates is number 21, Shaylin Pinkney. And Shu makes both free throws. Seems that free throws aren't much of a problem this game, which is a very encouraging sign. Catalan dribbling, guarded by Shu. And a screen by Baines, a ghost screen. Baines down to Davis at the elbow. Gray dribbles, drives, pops out to a wide open Shaolin Higgins. No good, rims out, rebound Shu. And Abe Shu dribbles down, looking for an opening. Passes it to Henderson at the corner. Henderson dribbles left, back to the wide open Fliss Henderson from 26 feet out, and it is an air ball. A bit of an underwhelming, but good, a very positive body language from her. Laughs it off, high fives her sister. Next possession.
Great look.
Yeah,
that was
like a
amazing look.
Radius,
that's the look we always look for. She just missed. That's all. Catalan guarded by Shu. Catalan dribbles right. Passes to Davis, kicks it back to her. And out to Micah Gray, open three, in. Bit of a miscommunication on the screen leads to yet another wide open three for Micah Gray. Yeah. And as the Lions lead is cut down to just 2 points now. They were up by 10 after the first. Kitty Henderson looking for an opening. They are denying screens. Shaolin Hagen steals the ball once again, wide open two, and it's in. And the Pirates have tied the game.
See if Coach Griffith wants to take a timeout.
I was about to say,
here.
I wouldn't be surprised if she does so soon.
See what the Lions can do on offense. What do they go to when they really need a bucket?
You would assume it's Shu.
Liz Henderson up to Rafiu. Rafiu dribbles, hands off to Shu. Looking for an opening, dribbles around. Kitty Henderson down to Rafiu on the post. Rafiu spins, flicks it, shoots, no good. Rebound Collins and puts it back in. Big body move from Cecilia Collins. What hustle from the transfer. And up, Catalan dribbling it down, guarded by Collins. Baines picks it up by Shu. Shoots and screws it. It's a wild and fast break layup, and she puts it in with ease. Lions are up 4 now. Good sequence as the Lions go from a tied game to now up 4 in just 30 seconds. Catalan to Baines to Higgins. Guarded by Shu. Passes it to Davis. Guarded by Rafiu. Catalan over to Micah Gray. Almost stolen by Fliss Henderson. Micah Gray dribbles to a wide open. And a wide open scores off the assist from Gray. Henderson to Collins for the layup. Euro step. Back to Rafiu. Puts it in. Great sequence in the fast break. Catalan dribbling down. Trying to weave through the forest. Catalan taking their time here. 4:12 left in the second. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Catalan dribbling it to Davis. Or to Baines, my apologies. Over to Gray. Gray dribbles left, dribbles right. Looking for an opening. Fliss goes down. And it will be a charging foul on Micah Gray. A bit too aggressive on the drive as Fliss Henderson goes down. And that will be a timeout for Seton Hall. Seems that the Lions are gaining back momentum relatively quickly. And in other sports news, we are currently watching a little highlight reel as the Columbia women's soccer team were announced their tournament berth to the annual NCAA tournament for women's soccer. A great accomplishment for that team. Congratulations to them from WKCR Sports.
Not only berth, they're the 8th seed.
Yeah, the 8th seed too, so they got home field advantage their first game. They will be playing Rutgers Sunday afternoon at 12 p.m.
Yeah, I've never got to catch a women's soccer game, or a men's soccer game for that matter. I haven't watched any soccer.
Oh, you're missing out. Soccer? Soccer is a great sport, man.
It is the world's most popular sport for a reason. And it seems that the folks here in America do enjoy it very much as well.
Yeah, it's Messi coming over here. It's becoming more popular.
It looks like we're set for this season's first Columbia t-shirt toss. As the folks from Columbia Women's Soccer are tossing t-shirts to the student section.
Think they'll throw one to us?
Probably not.
Nicely. Oh, I think they're gone already.
That was fast.
And we do have quite the advantage for a t-shirt toss. We got front row seats right at the court side. And it looks like looking to the stands. One guy from the Columbia football team, Marcus Lippman, is holding up his for 16 years, and after the season, the football team loves playing pickup basketball. That's how I met Marcus Lippman and a bunch of other guys in that team. Great group of guys that love playing the sport. Very athletic, very strong. Even the guys that weigh upwards of 300 pounds can dunk the ball with ease.
Speaking of the football team, Perry, earlier when we were talking about the banners, 1968 for basketball. Over at the football stadium, they have Rose Bowl champions for the Columbia football team. You know what year it is?
What?
Like 1934 or something.
1934. Weren't those the years, man?
Yeah.
1934. Well, probably a lot of stuff wrong during 1934. Maybe you don't want to go back to 1934.
Yeah, I think there were a few things wrong with the world then, too.
Yeah.
And as we are finally getting out of this, what should be a 60-second timeout, ending up always going over 2 minutes. The Lions and the Pirates take the court back. As we continue from last time, offensive foul on Micah Gray. Great charge drawn by Fliss Henderson. Currently in for the Lions, Riley Weiss, Abby Shue, Cecilia Collins, Fliss Henderson, and Susie Raffew. And for the Pirates, Amari Wright, Asia Davis, Kay Centerfield, Shalyn Higgins, and Savannah Catalan. Looking to make a difference. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And we are ready to get back into action as we go to the opposite side of the court. Fliss Henderson dribbling it down, guarded by Amari Wright. Susie Raffew trailing. Riley Wise handoff. Pass it to Collins. Driving Shue. Shue looks stolen by Amari Wright from behind. Amari Wright speeds past Weiss. No, that was absolutely no contest at all as she drills by Weiss. Easy 2 points for Amari Wright.
I think what Abby Shue missed there was Fliss Henderson wide open in the corner for 3. Could not get the ball out.
Weiss to Weiss. No good. And it looks like that will be a loose ball foul on Susie Raffew. A bit of excessive contact after the rebound. So it's secured by Catalan. And it looks like Susie Raffew, first foul of the game, but she's already being checked out once again for Paige Lauder. Paige Lauder, very strong outing so far. A couple jump shots in, a couple rebounds. And we'll look back in action. Amari Wright, guarded by Riley Weiss. Riley Weiss, a very, very high-octane offensive asset for the Lions. And Aja Davis posts up Paige Lauder, very easy 2 points. Aja Davis's strength advantage has severely overpowers Paige Lauder's relatively skinny frame.
Back to a tie game.
Fliss Henderson passes it to Riley Weiss. Weiss dribbles to Fliss Henderson. To Abby Shue. Shue dribbles down the middle, kicks it out to Weiss. And a wide open 3 in. But it looks like Riley Weiss, the back of Riley Weiss's foot was.
No, that was a foul.
Oh no, it looks like it was an illegal screen by Paige Lauder, offensive foul. And Riley Weiss is back out once again for Kitty Henderson. Looks like Riley Weiss is being put in and out of possessions very frequently.
Yeah, that's tough as a shooter when you're sitting and playing. You find a rhythm, and Weiss hasn't been able to. She's brought in often to get a bucket.
Yeah.
She's 0 for 2 from three-point range right now.
And Shalyn Higgins, wide open 3, no good. Rebound, Fliss Henderson, tough. Fliss Henderson dribbling down the fast break. There's a look in the paint, kicks out to her sister, Kitty Henderson. Kitty Henderson dribbling out, back out to Collins, to Lauder in the corner. Lauder up top to Collins, shoots, fakes, into Kitty Henderson, even 2 points. Another assist for Cecilia Collins. And Amari Wright, guarded by Shue. After a great offensive sequence on the Lions once again. Kay Centerfield dribbles left, pops, shoots, no good. Rebound Collins. Collins dribbles down, passes it to Shue. Shue looks for an opening. None there. Screen Lauder, picked by Satterfield. Another turnover by Shue as Satterfield drives, pops, no good. But it will be a foul on Abby Shue.
Shue looked really frustrated after that drive there. Really big tie. And I would be frustrated too if I was her.
Yeah.
4 turnovers already.
Not good.
Getting a pep talk from coach right now. Lions still barely holding on to the lead, but that 10-point lead just evaporated. now the Seton Hall Pirates are on pace for scoring like over 70 if it keeps up.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens when Riley Weiss comes back in, because as a shooter, she obviously stepped out of bounds on that last one, but it went in. And sometimes as a shooter, all you need is that, to see one go in, even if it at that time didn't actually count. So we'll see.
And Kay Satterfield going in for a second one. She made her first. And has also win. 2 for 2 from the line. Paige Lauder to Kitty Henderson. Kitty overhead pass to wide open Abby shoot for 3. No good.
Oh.
Off the backboard.
Why was she? How did she
I
get
think
that open number 1, and how did she miss by that much number 2?
Sometimes when you're
Oh
that
my God.
open,
And Amari Wright sends Paige Lauder stumbling, but does not convert to mid-range after the ankle breaker. And looks like Twisted in trouble to Henderson. To shoot. Looking over the Collins in the corner, short corner, dribbles in, and looks like out to Kitty Henderson and steps out of bounds. Almost hits me at the media table.
I wanted that.
But it will be out of bounds on Kitty Henderson, and that'll be another turnover.
Yeah, that's twice now we've seen a Columbia player get super open and just completely miss it. And I think sometimes you see it in the NBA too. You just get you surprise yourself with how open you are.
Yeah. Sometimes you expect the defense to be on you, but nah, it's just sometimes there's a situation of being too open.
Yep.
Right to Higgins, down to Davis, who gambles.
Oh.
Well, Paige Lauder gambles, but
wide
Davis
open
bails her out with
layup.
a miss.
Got lucky with that one.
That is the most.
Oh, and it looks like Cecilia Collins trips over Catalan's leg, and that'll be a foul on Catalan. And Paige Lauder, a huge defensive lapse there, but was bailed out by Davis's wild miss there.
Yeah,
And
I think
Cecilia
that's so unfortunate, because that would have taken the lead back. That would have been 39-37 Seton Hall, but just all the momentum stopped because the missed open layup. Like, come on.
Who are you rooting
I'm
for?
rooting for the Lions, so I'm happy it happened.
This is unbiased coverage. Unbiased coverage.
I'm just sad when I see missed layups.
It's a play! Abby shoots is inbounded off the back of Amari Wright and puts it with the reverse layup. What a heads-up play!
The defender guarding Abby Shu had her back to her, so Abby Shu just threw it off her back for the quick layup.
Rule number one of inbound defense: never have your back. 39, Seton Hall 37. Mo Perry, a very chaotic end to the first half there. What are we thinking heading to the second?
Well, I thought the Columbia Lions defense really had a good showing that first quarter. Kind of just came apart during that second one.
Yep.
A lot of like layups, like right, or open shots, like right in the paint. Just not quite enough size to contest enough and to block enough. And yeah, what'd you think, Mo?
Yeah, I mean, all the good stuff we were talking about in the first quarter with collapsing in on the paint, they didn't do quite as well in this last quarter. They got bailed out definitely a couple times with missed shots. But the offense, it's kind of been starting and going. They've done a good job of cutting into the paint and making their layups and making their free throws. But they're definitely struggling from three-point range, and so we'll see if they can get going at all, like we said before with Riley Weiss. And we'll see if Abby Shu can get going at all. She's been good, and that was an outstanding heads-up play, throwing it off the back of the defender there.
I think it is a very promising sign if we're looking for silver lining in the score here, that Columbia scores 39 points in the first half with Abby Shu playing as poorly as she did. So even with the four turnovers, only, I mean, this is relative, of course, but only 9 points.
Yeah.
We kind of expect more, but hasn't really been able to get things going. They're still able to score 39.
Yep.
Yeah, the offense definitely slowed down for both sides, but I don't know, maybe psychologically, Seton Hall entered the game a bit too complacently, beating Iona, a fellow Division I program, by 43 points. And earlier the exhibition earlier this month against St. Thomas Aquinas, a Division II program, they won by a very monumental 41 points. Yeah, but looks like Seton Hall picked it up right after the first quarter, realizing that Columbia is very much a competitive program. As the Lions heading into the locker rooms, currently standing, Columbia 39, Seton Hall 37. Cecilia Collins and Abby Shu leading the team in scoring with 9 points apiece. And as for the Pirates, leading them in scoring dually are Azana Baines and Micah Gray, each with 8 points each. And we will be back shortly as we will send it back to WKCR at the station in Morningside Heights with August Phillips, Jack Armstrong, and Aleph Mazron for the halftime report. It's my dad.
Thank you for tuning in to WKCR Sports' coverage of women's basketball versus Seton Hall, live here on the second stream, our first stream of the basketball season this year, as well as our first stream ever on YouTube. So thank you for tuning in if you are listening or if you're listening later on the recording. I'm joined here by Jack and Aleph. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, August.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're super excited to be here on the station. Really glad to have gotten this first home game up on the stream. And thank you to Nathan Perry and Moe for getting us through that first half. What are you guys seeing from the women's basketball team so far? Maybe some improvements from their first loss, and things they can do to secure the win in the second half.
I think coming off that game against Stony Brook, a big issue they were having was on the offensive side of the ball. Stony Brook they just outscored them, and I think Columbia coming in 39 points in the first half. I think they had 23 in the first quarter. They've definitely looked a lot more solid offensively, and I think that's definitely something that if they can keep it up, will lead to a win against a really good Seton Hall team.
Yeah, I think defensively against Stony Brook was an issue as well. And I think in this game, they start off very strong defensively, a bit collapsed in the second quarter, but I'm pretty sure the coach will come back strong in the third and fourth quarter defensively, start off really well, having 57% of their field goals converted. I think it's a strong showing after the game lost against Stony Brook.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely needed to bounce back from that. I think a lot of people were disappointed opening up with that loss, especially after last season and how much they achieved then. Lots of other things going on in Columbia sports as well. Jack, I know you were on Firing Line last night. That's our bi-weekly sports talk show every other Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m. Make sure to tune into that 2 weeks from now. That's on WKCR FM New York, 89.9, and WKCR HD. You can tune in from your FM dial again, 89.9, or online at WKCR.org. You can also find all of our second stream broadcasts on WKCR.org. They will be posted there with links either directly to the audio or to the YouTube, like for tonight. But yeah, Jack, what else has been going on in WKCR Sports? A little rundown of what you guys talked about last night. Any major things people might need to know that they might have missed?
Yeah, I think a big thing, the big thing is women's basketball right now. With women's basketball season starting up, everyone's really excited about that. I think outside of that, though, women's soccer having an incredible year. They're going to be opening the NCAA tournament. They qualified for the national championship tournament. They are an 8 seed, and they'll be opening this Sunday at noon against Rutgers at the Baker Athletics Complex. And Columbia only an 8 seed, but definitely a much stronger team than that. And I think they definitely could make a nice run this year if they really give it their all.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are happy that we'll be having some media presence there at that game versus Rutgers. We'll hopefully be able to do some reporting and get that back to you on the air, potentially next week in a news slot. More to come on that. Jack, how do you see, both of you actually, how do you see the women's team maybe faring if they do get past this first game? Do you think it might be, do you think they have a shot to go far, or do you think it's kind of get much more difficult after that?
I think it's definitely going to be a tough ride for them because if they beat Rutgers, the next game after that will probably be against Clemson. Clemson, I believe, is number 5 in RPI, which is like the power rankings for women's soccer. And if they were to make it past Clemson, they'd have to go against Penn State or Georgia, other teams in the bracket that are also top 16 in women's soccer RPI. And it's just going to be a really, really tough part of the bracket for them. I'm not saying that anything's out of the question. We've seen miracle runs. We've seen our St. Peter's and our Farley Dickinsons for basketball, so it's not out of the question. but I do think it's definitely an uphill battle for the women Lions.
Yeah, I think all in all, it's been a really good season. It's only the second time ever that they've made the NCAA. And we'll just hope that it'll be a really good game against Rutgers.
Yep, absolutely. In other Columbia sports, last weekend we were able to cover the Columbia football game here versus Harvard, and that was a pretty tough loss. But Columbia did have a couple sort of consolation touchdowns near the end, so that was pretty exciting, but not exactly the most successful season for them, obviously, with a new interim head coach coming in on last minute's notice. Their last game will be tomorrow. I believe that's versus Brown. Unfortunately, we won't be able to cover that, but we will be able to cover the men's basketball home opener, which is also tomorrow. So tune in, same place, most likely, on our YouTube channel live. That is at 7 p.m. as well. Have another set of announcers there to call that for you. Again, you can access that live stream at WKCR.org. Going to send it back for the second half of women's basketball in just a moment here. Thank you again to Jack and Alif for joining me on this halftime broadcast. And again, you are listening to WKCR Sports. This is women's basketball. Stay tuned in to see whether they can hold this lead.
All right, and heading back to Levium Gymnasium. There are still 5.5 minutes left in halftime, so not too much action going on, but Perry, Mo, what should we expect from the Lions defensively in the second half? It seems that things are starting to heat up, but while offense are slowing down, that means defense happens all the more. Defense all the more matters. What are we thinking?
Well, yeah, I think the first quarter, what I saw was quick rotations, and because everyone is so small and fast, they were able to get their hands where the ball was and just kind of like poke it out, disrupt like easy drives to the rim. I think when you lack height, it's really important that the defense moves and acts like a cohesive unit with their rotations. The second quarter fell off a little bit, a lot of open looks from Seton Hall. But what do you think, Mo?
Yeah, I mean, basketball is really a game of runs. Like, you go on one run, you scoring a lot, and then the other team has their run, and so, I mean, we'll see if Columbia can get a bunch of defensive stops in a row, like sequenced together. For those of you not in the know, Columbia has like a toy turkey on their bench named Luis, and the idea is that they are trying to get what's called a turkey, which is 3 defensive stops and scores in a row. And if that happens, the whole team does their imitation of a turkey. And so we have yet to see that happen today, but hopefully in the second half they can get a bunch of defensive stops in a row together.
I see the turkey. I can see him all the way from here.
Yeah.
I believe the Columbia team came up with the term after going bowling. 3 strikes as a turkey in bowling.
Yep.
I'm not quite the best bowler myself, but quite fun.
Yeah, we can see Weiss over there on the Columbia bench just sagging on his side. It's probably a side sleeper. What do you guys think?
What was that?
Weiss he looks like a little bit of a side sleeper.
Luis. Yeah.
A side sleeper. He's on his side right there on the floor.
Knocked out right now.
Yeah, but looks like he's finding some comfort sleeping on the floor right now as he waits for a third consecutive stop from the Lions, which has yet to happen, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, Luis, who is symbolic of their defense, is on the floor. Go figure. What does that say?
And I should also mention, from watching it, just the eye test, it seems like Abby Shu has struggled, and she has a little bit, but I think it's a testament to how good Abby Shu is when you're struggling, is still getting 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. So she is still like a very, very good player, even when she's not totally on. I think what we want to see out of Abby Shu, there are 4 turnovers and 2 fouls.
Yeah, and with that massive role that Abby Shu has to inherit due to the losses of 7 seniors, Yeah, I think this game is an early encouraging sign. You know, she's contributing a lot more on boards now. I think she's on pace for another double-double this season, and if that's the case, I think she may be the only Ivy League player that's currently averaging a double-double. Should it happen? Of course, for that to happen, she would have to get 3 more rebounds this game, as she got 12 last game. So yeah, 20 rebounds in 2 games, 10 a game.
The one of the losses was Caitlin Davis, the team's I think unanimous top rebounder and inside presence. She's actually still playing basketball, but the way the Ivy League works is only undergraduates can play sports. And as Caitlin Davis graduated, she moved over to I think USC, where she can play as a grad student. It's just the Ivy League doesn't allow it in the rules, so she had to leave, unfortunately.
And yeah, speaking of which, also heading over to USC was UPenn's star point guard Kayla Padilla and Harvard's star shooting guard Mackenzie Forbes. So
it's USC, a brain drain to California, dude.
Kayla Padilla is from Torrance, California, so USC is her hometown university. And I think Mackenzie Forbes is also from California as well. So two homecomings for those two. Caitlin Davis adding on to the party. I think she's already starting, aside star freshman Juju Watkins, who dropped 32 points in her very first game in collegiate basketball, which featured many highlights in the scoring department.
That's a pretty good debut.
And 55 seconds left of halftime as we are prepping for the third quarter. Both teams huddling up in their bench as we're getting ready for the second half of Lions basketball back at home for the 2023-2024 season. And you are listening to WKCR 89.9 FM. The time is 8 o'clock p.m.
Well, not quite 89.9 FM. WKCR.org.
Oh, right, we're on YouTube tonight. We're on YouTube. I completely forgot.
There will be games that we broadcast on the actual 89.9 FM, and I think those come later in the season. I think I'm calling the Villanova one.
Yeah.
They're playing Duke this year. I'm real pumped about that.
Yeah, 89.9 FM will be the women's basketball taking on Duke. Duke coming over from Durham, North Carolina to here. That will be covered on 89.9 FM on Tuesday evening. So stay tuned for that. That should be quite the matchup.
So that's on Tuesday evening?
Tuesday evening.
Wow.
November 14th. I have it marked on my calendar.
I think if they want to contest a team like Duke, I think, it's important to get going very quickly, very early. I don't know if do they have another game between this one and the Duke game? They do.
So I think Duke, they have a scrimmage against Team USA on the 12th.
Wait, Columbia does?
No, Duke.
Oh, no. Does Columbia have another game after?
No,
okay.
This is Columbia's last game before Duke on Tuesday night.
They need to right the ship.
They do.
Yeah, and last season, Duke ranked 3rd in the entire NCAA in defensive rating. So definitely, as you said, Perry, with a team like Duke, you got to get going early.
I would say it's going to be a defensive battle, but I don't know if it will be.
Yeah.
As the drummer bangs his sticks behind us.
Third
half is about to get underway.
Third quarter action, ready to go. In the heart of New York City, Cecilia Collins passes it in to Katie Henderson, and we are off. Second half. Comasania back to Henderson. Katie Henderson to Shu. Good screen by Comasania, but no open shot there. Comasania, Shu. Shu kicks it to Collins. Open three, doesn't take it. Fakes, dribbles around between the legs. Tough layup. Oh, he rinsed out.
Was almost in. It was all the way in the basketball.
Unlucky bounce. Great shot, though. Great opening. Baines takes it in, takes it out. Amari Wright in. Amari Wright hands it out to Micah Gray, guarded by Riley Weiss. Asia Davis, guarded by Noah Comasania. To Baines, hand off. Hand off. Baines looking to find an opening, falls down, and picked up by Shu. That is a steal. Collins dribbling the fast break. Collins looking for an opening, doesn't have one. Wide open, Kitty Henderson, no good. And rebound Asia Davis. Amari Wright dribbling down, guarded by Collins. Wright dribbles down, switch over to Comasania, who who gives absolutely zero effort on defense, and Amari Wright scores again.
I think Komasanya just didn't rotate quite quick enough. I think that's why she's been playing a little bit less than Lauder this game. I feel like Lauder has just been a step ahead.
And Komasanya back down Davis, unable to. She should look to pass out. And, Riley Weiss picks up a lost pass. Riley Weiss dribbles left, looks to scoop, no good, but, that will be a charging foul on Riley Weiss. Good heads-up play by Azana Baines, as Riley Weiss will take her first foul of the game.
I suspect that Paige Lauder. Yep. Paige Lauder coming in for
we called it.
Yeah, Paige Lauder checks in for Noah Komasanya once again.
Yeah, that last defensive possession, that paint was more open than like an open-air garden.
It's a good one.
I was trying to think of open things.
Azana Baines up top, guarded by Shu. Weiss guarding Gray. Asia Davis guarded by Lauder. To right, picked up by Henderson. And that will be Pinckney. A very tough floater. And it goes in. Nothing you can really do about that defensively. That was just a great shot.
I believe that's Seton Hall's first lead since 7-5.
True. Collins dribbling right, dribbling left. Looking for an opening in the short corner. Backing down. Kicks out to Henderson. No shot there. Spins around. Kick out to Lauder. Corner three. And no good, and no rebound there. Rebound by Azana Baines. Over to a running Asia Davis. And as in, easy 2 points.
I don't know if Lauder's game is taking a contested three,
Yeah. That's like Wembanyama-esque.
Yeah. And yeah, her shooting form is very much like a trebuchet, like a catapult.
Yeah.
So yeah, very slow release. Lauder and draws the foul. Great.
Much better
look. Yeah, definitely Lauder entering her senior season, a very intelligent player offensively. Yeah, it sees that maybe the threes aren't falling today, but she's been getting a lot of looks inside, and she is going to get 2 free throws. And checking in for Cecilia Collins is Fliss Henderson. Once again, the Henderson sister duo is back in service. Lauder makes it first, and Seton Hall's lead has been cut to 3. Looking at some team comparison stats right now, Columbia has the rebound advantage by 1, but Seton Hall has a turnover advantage by 3. And Paige Lauder, 2 for 2 from the line. Great free throw shooting from both sides today, as Columbia has missed only 1, and Seton Hall has missed 3. Right, Baines to Gray, guarded by Weiss. Gray dribbles right, muscles in, blocked by Weiss!
Defense.
Riley Weiss with the block. Rebounds, and to Abby Shu, saves it, and what a save!
What is going on? It's madness.
It's absolute madness. I didn't know March came in November. Abby Shu dribbles right, floater, airball the floater, rebound by Davis.
Yeah, that was pretty emblematic of her game so far tonight.
Yeah. Right, dribbles in, looking to be aggressive, blocked by Fliss Henderson! Asia Davis up top, and up to Baines. Contested by Fliss Henderson, no good, airball, rebound shoot, great defensive discipline from Fliss Henderson on the contest. Fliss dribbles left, looking to score, no good, but it'll be a shooting foul on Azana Baines.
Bailed out by the ref there, I think. Like good drive.
Yeah, a bit of a late call, but foul's a foul.
A foul's a foul.
So I suppose if you don't hear the whistle, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Of course.
And Nicole Stevens checks in for Abby Shu, who is in much need of rest right now. Last game against Stony Brook, Abby Shu played 39 minutes, which is some playoff type minutes.
Yeah, that's not sustainable for the whole season, really.
Yeah, for sure. Fliss Henderson at the line, makes her first. And Fliss Henderson, a freshman from Australia, playing the Australian circuit for quite a while. Almost the exact same path as Kitty, her older sister, Kitty Henderson, except just a bit of a different club team.
Did you say Australian circuit? Is that like a pro league or like a?
Yes. Oh yeah. So I think pretty much just outside of America. Sometimes players could elect to play like in a professional amateur league.
I see.
Before going to college. I think a lot of Europeans do it as well. Riley Weiss guarding Micah Gray. Out to Azana Baines up top. And looks like a legal screen. Or looks like a bit of a roughness call on Paige Lauder in the post.
Paige Lauder unhappy about it.
Yeah. So that'll be Paige Lauder's second. Very much an improvement. Paige Lauder, just her second foul of the contest in her 14 minutes of play. Baines guarded by Fliss Henderson. Fade away.
Ooh,
a very clean.
Really smooth.
Yeah, silky smooth left hand fade away. Kitty dishes to Nicole Stevens. Stevens walking up. And Fliss, tough layup, no good. Rebound by Nicole Stevens, misses the putback.
And
The
an
rebound
offensive rebound.
by Stevens.
The shortest
Wide
player on
open
the
Riley
court.
Weiss, no good. And looks like offensive rebound by Riley Weiss.
Just thought about it again.
And turnover, stolen by Mari Wright. Easy 2 points. 3 offensive rebounds and a turnover are very underwhelming. And it looks like Abby Shue is already getting ready to check back into the game. Fliss Henderson driving, and looks like a travel on Henderson. Oh boy, this has been
Columbia
this
seems
has
a
been
bit out of sorts
turmoil.
right now, yeah.
This is an absolute turmoil of turnovers for the Lions. But kudos to Nicole Stevens hustling 2 offensive rebounds at one possession.
5'7", shortest player on the court, or actually shortest player on Columbia, I should say. Don't know on the whole court. Wow, putting in the effort.
Looks like a slew of substitutions have come in as Abby Shue is once again back in. It looks like for Seton Hall, Shalyn Hagen's back in and McKenna White back in. Looks like Amari Wright, guarded by Henderson. Kitty Henderson, I should say. Down to Azana Baines, guarded by Fliss Henderson. Fades away again. No good, rims in and out. Rebound by Kitty Henderson.
A renewed emphasis on the post game by Seton Hall.
Yep.
Yeah. Nicole Stevens dribbles out back to Henderson. Abby Shue guarded by Micah Gray up close in the corner. To a wide open Nicole Stevens, pulls up for 3, and it's in! It's in! 4-point play coming in! That's a 3 for Nicole Stevens, and 1! Oh my goodness! What a sequence of events leading to a wide open 3 once again!
Well, we saw Nicole Stevens taking 3s from the elbow much earlier when we got here, like 80 minutes before the game, and that was her first real good look from 3-point range at the shoulder, and she hit it.
Chance to tie up the game at 47.
And Seton Hall will call a timeout. Apologies for the volume. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Nicole Stevens.
The Heroes program allows active military and veterans and their families to attend Columbia.
Shout out the Columbia cheer team, who has been bringing the energy all game. Right now,
They have been.
And continue to put your hands together.
It looks like, yeah, as the two of you mentioned earlier, it seems that Seton Hall has renewed their offensive philosophy to be more post bullies.
Yeah, I think for the past few possessions, they just jumped it off to the post and said, make it happen.
Yeah, definitely taking advantage of Columbia's lack of size in terms of height. But it seems that it certainly is a double-edged sword, as the bigger Seton Hall defenders aren't getting to their spots in the perimeter.
Yeah.
And as we saw there, Nicole Stevens wide open 3 and drew a 4-point play, a potential one at least. But it seems that given that the Lions have been doing very well from the free throw line this game so far, I wouldn't be surprised if Nicole Stevens converts.
Yeah, and what Columbia really needs right now is people who they're getting open looks sometimes, and they're just not hitting them. So if Nicole Stevens is hitting it, like, they might have to keep her in for a while, because they need something to get them going.
I wonder if we're going to see, I know she tweaked her knee recently, but shout out Ava Scioli in my French class. We speak French together, and she has not seen action yet, but she's a transfer from Maryland.
Is she good at French?
We're all bad.
Okay.
I think that's the message.
Who's your French professor?
Celia Abel. Shout out
okay.
Celia Abel. She's a great professor. I think it's hard. You know, it's just hard.
I get you. I took French for my language requirement. I had I think I placed in the intermediate 1 for freshman year, and it wasn't too bad, but I think I just had the luxury of having 2 great professors, kind of just like easing my way through the language requirements.
That's nice.
It's interesting that Columbia is sponsored by Athletic Brewing Co. I didn't realize that. We're getting
really?
Athletic Brewing Co. ads like on the side thing for.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so, you know, college and money. It's college and money and ads. You know, big talking point. How far should colleges go in promoting stuff, whatever, and sports as well. You know.
Yep. Well, also now you have all the NIL deals in college sports.
I'm very curious. What's the sponsor in front of our table today?
Is there a?
It looks like it's the same as the main one. Yeah, the main one.
Who doesn't love being sponsored by non-alcoholic beer?
Fair.
I'm quite confused. Columbia's taking it out of bounds?
Oh, it looks like the.
Wait, so they still.
I'm very confused what's going on, but it looks.
Was it a 3-point and then after the play was over a foul?
I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
Unless they haven't updated the score and they said it was the bucket didn't count.
I doubt that, but I'm very confused with what's going on right now.
I'm confused at what happened there too.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 3-pointer was good, but yeah, it looks like,
So what
but the 3-pointer was counted.
Who was the foul on who?
The foul was on Amari Wright, but it looks like it was on the ground. Maybe a loose ball foul.
Like so after it was over.
So she didn't foul Nicole, or she fouled it after the shot, or something like that.
I'm not sure. But Cecilia Collins is open right now. Doesn't take it. And a turnover, and another turnover for the Lions.
What is that, the 15th turnover by the Lions?
Yeah, that's number 15 for the Lions.
Yikes.
Back into the Lions, number 10.
Looks like, and it looks like Kitty Henderson checks in for her sister, Fliss Henderson, as we're getting back into action. Amari Wright, guarded by Kitty Henderson. Azana Baines trailing behind. Shalyn Higgins in for the Pirates as well. Baines passes it to Gray, kicks out to McKenna White. McKenna White, a transfer from Boston University. Or Massachusetts, I should say. Massachusetts. McKenna White, short jumper, off the short rim, and no good.
That is a few possessions in a row where they've given it to the post and they have not been able to convert. Like
Collins kicks out to Nicole Stevens, and it looks like it'll be a traveling call. Nicole Stevens took a step before she dribbled, and that is a travel any day of the week, unfortunately. Another turnover for the Lions, number 17.
17. It just hurts to look at, doesn't it?
No, that turnover discrepancy is very hard to look at. Amari Wright passes it to Micah Gray, guarded by Cecilia Collins. Gray shakes the base, blocked by Collins. Collins blocks the 3-pointer.
Snap back 3 from Seton Hall. Don't do that.
You can't do that on Collins. Henderson kicks it out to Stevens. Stevens drives baseline, and it looks like it will be a foul on what should be Baines, as Baines looked like she was going for a jumping contest and landing on Nicole Stevens as he was driving.
Seton Hall foul on number 15.
Great job by Stevens recognizing that the defenders have to respect her shot now and get the defender to bite on the pump fake.
Oh, for sure. No, that 3 was definitely a momentum changer for them, at least for Seton Hall's defense. And it looks like Asia Davis has checked in for Azana Baines. Celia Collins, Kitty Henderson, who drives down the middle. Back kicks it out to Collins, pops up for 3, no good, and rebound by no rebound, but last touch by Lauder, so it will be Pirates ball heading down. Inbounding is Kay Satterfield. Oh, my apologies, Kay Satterfield was one who checked in, not Asia Davis. Amari Wright dribbling it down, guarded by Kitty Henderson. And drives down left. Tough look, no good, but foul, which looks like to be on Paige Lauder.
Well, we still haven't seen any turkeys.
Yep, have yet to see a turkey in this game.
Back in for Seton Hall, number 5, Savannah Catalan.
And looks like Savannah Catalan has checked in for Micah Gray.
Shooting 2.
Amari Wright shooting 2. Makes her first. And that means the Pirates are up by 2 now. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in this third quarter of action. Amari Wright shoots her second and puts it in. And a substitution comes in as Noah Komasanya checks in for Paige Lauder. Hopefully Komasanya is back in with the intention of getting to her defensive spots, as unfortunately the opposite has been the pattern this game.
Seton Hall running a full court press now.
Yeah, they really want to tire out these Lions. Kitty Henderson dribbling it down, gets past half court. Henderson stops her dribble, kicks it to Shu with the wing. Shu kicks it, drops it to Collins, left short corner. Collins backing down, nothing there. Fades. Oh my goodness, that is in. Tough fadeaway for Collins, and it's in.
Cuts the Seton Hall lead to 1 point.
You're erasing Amari Wright's free throws from the last possession. Amari Wright dishes to Savannah Catalan. Catalan down to White. White looking to pass, dribbles up to Amari Wright. Kid Henderson up right on Wright's face. Amari looking to shoot, doesn't. Pass it to Higgins, looking to drive. Back out to White, a long two, no air ball, and that will be a shot clock violation.
Great possession.
Great defensive possession for the Lions. We're 2 away from a turkey.
2 away. That's like the closest we've been all game.
And Perry Page checks back in, and that will be for Cecilia Collins.
If they get a turkey, do we make the turkey sounds too?
That'd be a little.
We'll let them do it. We'll let them do it.
see if the moment allows it, but I don't know if I can make a gobble gobble.
Yeah, like I won't be making gobble gobble noises on live on air. Perry Page to Kitty Henderson. Henderson looking to pass, drops it to Nova Colasanya in the post. To Stevens in the corner. Stevens drives, looking. Comasanya looking to shoot, gets blocked easily by Lops, but stolen right away by Perry Page. Stevens pass it to Shu, drives left, short corner jumper, in! Lions up by 1 point with 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Great look from Abby Shu.
That's so just professional. That looks like an NBA player just pulling up there on the mid-range.
That was such a professional mid-range shot.
That looked like KD pulling up.
Catalan passing to right. I'm trying to look around this referee right in front of me. And a totally illegal screen by Kay Satterfield. And that will be easily Lions ball once again. That will be Seton Hall's 11th turnover in the game as Kay Satterfield failed to establish her 2 feet on the screen. And Noah Komasanya is back out once again. In is Susie Rafiu, but solid contribution from Komasanya on defense though. I will give her that. This time around.
The ref was chewing out some of these Seton Hall coaches for moving past their allotted line.
Seton Hall, a very historically successful program, definitely got very passionate coaches. Nicole, Steve looking pass, Perry Page, blocked by Lopes. And Perry Page.
I saw the foul there. That looked like a block.
And Perry Page falls hard. And as I said, last February, Perry Page, a hard fall from Perry Page, involving the torn ACL. It looks like she's very much well, standing on its own 2 feet. Good to see.
Page, a 5'11" guard from Pittsburgh, went to high school at Chartiers Valley, which is a big school known for its sports.
You from Pittsburgh?
My dad's from Pittsburgh.
Perry Page has scored her first points back from injury. You love to see it. Albeit by a free throw, but points are points. The Lions are trying to win this game by scoring more points than the other team, in case you do not know basketball. Perry Page makes her second. Free throws have been quite the strength of the Lions this game. Very strange, but very encouraging, very satisfying. On my right, guarded by Henderson. Page up in the Zana Baines' face. Lopes looking to pass. And looks like a skirmish with the ball. And look, Rafiu with the hustle play to Stevens, the base with a layup, and it is tipped out of bounds. Still Lions ball, but great heads-up defensive pick by Amari Wright as she pokes the ball out of Page's hands and out of bounds.
I think if we score here, we're one defensive possession and 1 score away from a turkey.
Ooh, true. That was another stop.
Oh, wow.
And it looks.
I have a question. Do turkeys have to be consecutive?
I believe so.
Okay,
yeah.
so the
Yes,
turkey's
turkeys are
over.
consecutive. Yeah,
Turkey's over
much
now.
like bowling, they are consecutive.
I jinxed it.
Oh, and it looks like, yep, it will be
Offensive
turnover
on shoe.
line. So we were back to restarting the turkey. And clock expires, end of the third quarter. Lions up again, up by 3 points. The Lions so far have had a lead ending every quarter, but that lead is getting a bit smaller and a bit less confident after every quarter. Fellas, what are you thinking? Fourth quarter, 10 minutes left of regulation. What do you think? Any game plan change anticipations?
That was a scrappy third quarter. That was kind of all over the place. You know, Lions offense, how many points did they score?
13.
13.
It
So
was the
not the
lowest
best.
scoring quarter for both teams.
I mean, how much did Seton Hall score?
12.
Well, ooh, it was, yeah, it
Oh,
was really sloppy.
That's very sloppy.
Yeah, neither team shot above 38% from the floor.
As we have the competition of
The layup, free throw, three-pointer, half-court shot.
classic. I don't know how much time he gets. But he nails the free throw.
I think we give him
50
unlimited time here.
seconds. 3-pointers off.
Three-pointers off. Looking for another three, looking to score.
No,
No good once
can't knock it
again.
down.
Looking to score. No good again.
How much time does he get?
Like
I
30
think-
seconds.
And it looks like it's over. Only able to get the layup and the free throw, and he scores the three after the buzzer.
Athletic Brewing Company is America's leading non-alcoholic
I want to hear some good
beverage
chance when Seton Hall gets to the free throw line next. I'm a big fan of good chance at the free throw line. I'm not sure if you guys heard this the other day, but when the Los Angeles Clippers were at Barclays Center, the crowd started chanting Daryl Morey when James Harden went to the free throw line.
We had a very passionate high school basketball town, and the warm the bus chant was a classic. I don't know if that's done in college. Yeah, overrated. You know, people are vicious.
People are vicious. I've heard the infamous from a football game many years ago against Brown when both teams sucked. And it was like rainy conditions, and they started chanting, "We suck, you suck, let's all go home."
Yeah. And that's Ivy League, baby. That's Ivy.
No, man, I was watching the Netflix documentary, Swamp Kings, that went down that kind of like tried the journey of like Coach Urban Meyer when he was at Florida. And let me tell you, those SEC fans are they're brutal.
They're different.
They are different. Let me give you a hypothetical. English football chants in American collegiate basketball.
No, I English football chants, because I was watching this YouTube video, right? Like two small teams in the middle of nowhere playing a football match, right? There is like 50 police officers separating both sides. The other team had a moment of silence for one of their good players, or like one of their previous like legend players that died, and the other side started chanting. That was like he's in a box, in a box, in a box.
Oh,
they lost their mind.
This was recently?
Yeah, it was like last year or something.
Last year, because this happened again. That might have been small teams. This was 2 weeks ago. Famous Manchester United soccer player died, and Man City fans chanted the exact same thing.
Yeah, they go crazy. Like, I feel like in the U.S. we don't like, if someone dies, you know, we aren't that crazy.
Yeah.
So-and-so's in the
I mean,
box.
also, I guess America's a lot more active on Twitter, so people are going to be very quick to call out others on that.
Yeah, English soccer fans are a different
Or
breed.
I should say X. All right, fourth quarter, ready to go. Collins inbounds to Kennedy Henderson, and we are in fourth quarter heading in. Collins to Abby Shue. Abby Shue dribbling, looking to pass over to Susie Rothview in the corner, down to Kid Henderson in the post, backing down and picked by Amari Wright. Still Lions ball. Yeah, definitely in those post interactions, the Lions not exactly the best with protecting the ball, as the defender behind them can easily pick it from behind. And the post inbounding will be Kitty Henderson the baseline, over to Cecilia Collins. Collins looking to pass. Now looking to score, backing down, 4 seconds on the shot clock, fading away, no good. Rebound, Kitty Henderson! Oh, but it is blocked. It's very, very scrappy. Kennison looking to steal from behind. No good. Baines realized in time and held the ball. Amari Wright with the ball, looking to drive. Guarded by Henderson, Kitty Henderson. Shalyn Higgins to Alana Baines, and that'll be a travel. Took a step before she dribbled, and that'll be a turnover for the Pirates. A lot of turnovers this game. The two programs have currently combined for 33 turnovers, 19 for the Lions, 14 for the Pirates. Abby shoot for three, no good off the front rim. And rebound by Micah Gray, or Savannah Catalan, my apologies. Amari Wright to Azana Baines for three. No good off the back rim. Rebound Susie Rafu. Nicole Stevens bringing the ball up.
As the bench holds up signs of a turkey.
Susie, no good. It looks like Amari Wright keeps it to Shalyn Higgins at the corner. Celia a bit early on the contest, and that'll be a very late shooting call foul, but Shalyn Higgins will be going to the line, and that will be a foul on Abby Shue. Checking in for Iana Lopes, Asia Davis, and checking in for Susie Rafu, Perry Page.
I think that foul was on Henderson. Oh, was that on Shue? It was on Shue.
It was called on Shue, but I believe it was on Henderson.
Yeah, no, I don't think Abby Shue was anywhere
it's
near the play there.
Bit of a pseudo-phantom foul there.
Not sure what happened.
Shalyn Higgins at the line, shooting two. And misses her first.
The Columbia Lion fans making noise behind us.
8.5 minutes left, but these are critical free throws.
They need to do one of those promotions where you get like free Chick-fil-A if both free throws are missed.
And Higgins makes her second, and that'll be 1 for 2 from the line this time around. Penny Henderson, guarded by Wright. Lions up 2, 8.5 left in the fourth. And as here we go, Lions chance really ramping up now as we head down into clutch time. Kitty Henderson over to Stevens on the right wing. Stevens looking to drive up the middle, easily blocked by Wright. Gets off of the rebound, no good off the backboard. Rebound Davis. Amari Wright over to the corner, Shalyn Higgins. Open in the short corner, no good off the front rim. Rebound Stevens. So Nicole Stevens really playing well on the glass tonight. Kitty Henderson dribbling down the short corner, passes back out to Shue. Into the post with Perry Page. Someone's open, she's double teamed, but she takes a shot. Anyway, rebound, Cecilia Collins. And kicks out to Kitty Henderson. Wide open, Abby Shue in the corner, and no good. And bodies all over the ground, and it looks like it will be Lions ball once again.
Everyone in the building thought the Abby Shue three was going to connect.
Yeah, she just had a rough night shooting it.
Bit of a miscommunication by Amari Wright and Savannah Catalan on the rebound as, the ball bounced off both their hands and out of bounds. Shalyn Higgins is being checked out. In comes, bit hard to see. Looks like Micah Gray. Kitty Henderson passes to Shue. Checked in is Fliss Henderson and Paige Lauder as well. Kitty Henderson looking to drive, pass out to Celia Collins, drives down the middle. Looking to drive again, cross. Wide open, Fliss Henderson in the corner. Air ball, rebound Asia Davis. Amari Wright dribbling down, looking to score. Up the middle, loses it, passes it out to, looks like Baines. Baines misses off the front rim, off the board. Rebound, Kitty Henderson. It looks like a fast break. Wide open shoot with the wing. She shoots. She scores! Abby Shue with the three. Lions are up by 5 points. Finally, Abby Shue makes her second three of the game in 5 attempts.
And that means
timeout Pirates.
With her second three, Abby Shue gets the Ivy League record for most career three-pointers.
No way, you're kidding.
I'm not.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
Wow. And history has been made just now as covered by Mr. Perry Wakatsuki. And I believe no one has realized except for him, as usually when a record is set, the game is paused and the record is posted on the little jumbotron to our left. But instead it seems that
hopefully she broke the record. Yeah.
The Columbia record or the Ivy League
I think
record?
the Ivy League.
Oh my, wow.
I must be, maybe I'm imagining things, but.
Through the We Roar Together committee,
Oh,
we
yeah.
provide opportunities for shared expression
Coming
and
into this game,
understanding
she
around
had
race, ethnicity,
286
sexual
three-pointers, and the
orientation,
Ivy League record was
gender
287.
expression,
Yeah, so that's the record.
That is the
Wow,
record.
oh my goodness, we just witnessed history and no one has realized. But instead, we are given advertisements for the next 2 home games for men's basketball and men's football. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this type of history, we shouldn't gatekeep. This is why WKCR Sports bringing you all the scoop for Lions basketball.
Actually, I've gotten word that we're 8 seconds ahead of the ESPN2 stream, so.
Oh, very interesting. And see, we're better than ESPN too.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's right.
Did they know history was made?
We don't
I
know.
think
We
so.
don't do ads. ESPN does ads. Ad-free.
Too focused on the media timeouts.
Exactly.
The 2-minute media timeouts where we gotta fill in on information for our listeners. And looking over at the team comparison scoreboard in the Jumbotron, looks like that both teams shooting very poorly from the field. Lions shooting 41-26. Seton Hall shooting 40-20. Lions have the full rebound advantage, up 8 rebounds, up 7 assists, but down Seton Hall up 4 steals and have committed 5 less turnovers. Looks like no player is in any significant foul trouble. Paige Lauder and Abby Shue both have 3 fouls. And as for the Pirates, looks like Savannah Callan and Azana Baines both have 3 fouls apiece. No player has 4 fouls entering the somewhat latter half of the 4th quarter. 6:47 to go. This timeout could not be going on any longer.
You know why they're taking such a long break? So ESPN can play more ads.
Ads.
Ads. I
Oh,
told
and looks like Abby Shue's record has been posted on the Jumbotron. But we all know who got you the news first.
Yep.
WKCR Sports.
Looks like we knew before the team did.
I was on that.
And Abby Shue, congratulations to her from WKCR Sports. The Ivy League career record in 3-pointers made.
I think Perry should get a journalism award for that.
Breaking news, man. No one knew.
I mean, hey, we got the Pulitzer building here at Columbia campus.
Exactly.
Amari Wright, guarded by Kitty Henderson. We are back in action. Gray, guarded by Shue. Gray lays, and it's good. Nice rhyme there. Kitty Henderson dribbling down. Lions up by 3. Cecilia Collins, screen left by Lauder. And almost stolen. Kitty Henderson driving left, looking to score. And I have no idea what that shot was, but it is way out of bounds. It seems like Kitty Henderson was trying to Amari Wright dribbling down. Kitty Henderson guarding. Micah Gray up top, guarded by Shue. Into Davis. And Davis down to Baines at the post. Baines scores with relative ease. Good positioning from Baines. Kitty Henderson.
Cuts the lead to 1 point again. Wow, this game has been back and forth.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We have a close one on our hands.
Yeah, we played the good game to commentate. Plus Henderson drives. Lays up with the left. It is in after a few bounces.
Henderson's been struggling on the left side there, so it's good that she finally got one in.
And Phyllis Henderson, very smart shot selection today. Very good sight from the freshman wing. Amari Wright guarded by Shue. Amari Wright looking to pass, looking at Gray. Gray down to, stolen by Henderson! Kitty Henderson, that is. To right, on the fast break, it's Paige Lauder to Abby Shue. Looks like those Pirates stopped the break, but looks like, Cecilia Collins, opposite court to Kitty Henderson, wide open 3. No good, rims in and out. Once again, unfriendly rim today for both sides. Mari Wright, bounce pass to Gray. Right lays and misses the wide open layup. Rema Collins. Abby Shue dribbling it down. No fast break. Kitty Henderson to Shue. Back to Henderson. Collins down the post, guarded by Catalan. Kicks it out to Fliss Henderson. Drives left. looking to score. Pass out the wide open shoot in the corner for three. Bang! Abby Shu with her third three of the game. Lions are up 6 now with 4.5 left in the fourth. Oh, wow.
Abby Shu turning it on in the fourth quarter when we need her most.
Pirates timeout. Abby Shu has finally found her shooting form after 2 games.
Yeah. And Seton Hall coach Anthony Mazzella is livid that his team left her so wide open.
Yeah, seems that the post office philosophy has definitely turned against him with sacrificing perimeter defense for just scoring 2 points at a time. Not very efficient at mapping.
They did such a good job for the first 3 quarters of keeping Abby Shu contained, but she's putting it together.
And that's what your great players do, turn it on when it matters most.
Oh my goodness! Sorry for the little pause. I had to take a little break from that very intense offensive sequence. So, and while it seems that Columbia may not be getting any turkeys, at least true turkeys, heading towards the end of the game with 4:20 left in the fourth quarter, we have seen that the Lions' offense has started to pick back up. And one thing, character-wise, discipline-wise, we've seen that from both sides. Despite wide open missed layups from both sides tonight, it seems that both sides are showing very good body language, getting back on defense, despite very embarrassing misses in front of such a large crowd.
Definitely. It's been a very fast-paced game.
Yeah, definitely, as you said, a very fast-paced game. Can't afford to lower your shoulders. Got to keep your head up at all times. That's our next home game for the Lions, November 14th versus Duke, 6 p.m. Tune in on 89.9 FM. We will be live there.
I wish I could be there. I wish I was there. Fortunately, I have class.
Oh, man. Those late night games on weekdays, especially during non-conference play, definitely live viewership definitely a bit lower than usual. But as conference play ramps up, only Fridays and Saturdays.
Taking that women's basketball game is on the mainstream. Ted Schmiedler is going to be on play-by-play with August and Ian on color. They're great. I'm excited to listen to them when I get out of class.
Me too.
Oh, yeah. I'll certainly be there. Mo, will you be there?
I will be actually at the WKCR station shadowing the engineering
nice.
Production.
See, at WKCR, we don't just announce games. All announcers also have to engineer games back to station 114th Street. So we're just like in basketball. We're all trying to be two-way plays here.
Exactly.
Now as the Lions take back the court, looking to continue their offensive hot streak so far. Seems that in terms of team fouls, defensive discipline has been very, very good this game. Seton Hall only 1 team foul heading into the latter half of the fourth. Columbia 1 team foul, and Seton Hall none. Seton Hall 2 timeouts left, Columbia with all 4 left to go. Seems that Meg Griffith has not used a timeout this game, meaning that she has had, and the Lions have looked very shaky on this game, but it shows that she has a lot of faith in her very young squad this year. 5 freshmen, 2 transfers, half the team is new, and chemistry is looking very, very high and well. Mari Wright, pass to Micah Gray for 3, contested by Shu. Oh my goodness, a contested 3 goes in.
Drilled it.
And Micah Gray, a transfer from Boston College, a very high-octane shooter, one of the best offensive assets as a freshman. I think she was all-conference second team as well.
You have to imagine Seton Hall is going to keep going to her down the stretch now.
Collins to Lauder, drives right, looking to score, loses the ball, back out to Shu at the top, to Fliss, and looking to spin, loses her balance, but finds her sister Kitty, and it's in! The sister, Henderson assist! Oh, dang it, I almost thought it was going to be a turnover again. Amari Wright, guarded by Kitty Henderson. Aja Davis, guarded by Paige Lauder, into Azana Baines. No contest there.
Oh, back cut, easy layup.
Yeah,
very, very sneaky cut. Good cut from Azana Baines. A better pass from Aja Davis. Henderson to Cecilia Collins. Lions up by 3 points. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Collins picks up, Fliss Henderson dribbling, driving left, looking to score. Up, laid with the left. It's in! Fliss Henderson has really stepped up. That is 7 points for her. Lions up 5. Amari Wright up top at the right wing, guarded by Kitty Henderson. Asia Davis, screen. Amari Wright kicks out to Catalan. Catalan drives middle, looking to, and that'll be a shooting foul. As Catalan misses, she'll be going to the line for 2 free throws. And that'll be Paige Lauder's 4th foul of the game.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, but at least today, that is Paige Lauder's 4th foul in 23 minutes of play, not 10. Not 10.
That's an improvement.
And in her defense, Paige Lauder has had a fantastic game today, I would say. 4 for 5 from the field, and 3 rebounds, 10 points. She has definitely stepped up as a leader for this team today. Great redemption game for her thus far. And checking in for Paige Lauder is Perry Page, another Page on the team. Catalan makes her first free throw. Catalan going in for a second free throw. And it's in. Clean swish, nothing but net. Collins inbounds to Fliss Henderson. 2.5 minutes ago. 64-61, Lions are up. Fliss Henderson looking to score. Kicks out to Shu. Shu drives back out to Perry Page. Perry Page drives right. And looks like it will be a reaching foul on the Zana Baines as she is down and hurt. It looks like Perry Page may have knocked a little wind out of her on the drive there. But it looks like that will be Baines' 4th foul. Yeah, it looks like she got the wind knocked out of her. Hopefully she's okay.
Griffith is quick to use the injury time as an informal timeout.
It looks like Reliance back in action. Baines as well, looking to get another stop. Celia Collins driving right, forcing her way inside, and draws the foul. A very late call. A late call. Aja Davis. I think that'll be a foul on Aja Davis. Yeah, definitely.
Foul on number 25, Aja Davis.
And yep, just confirmed. Foul has been called on Aja Davis. A very late one at that. Yep, and she was very flabbergasted by the call. And if I was her, I would be too. That's a call should not be. The whistle should not be blowing after 5 seconds after the rebound. Collins makes her first free throw. Lions are up by 4. Looks like Nicole Stevens looking to check in after Collins' second free throw. And Collins misses, so
Still
Stevens,
only a 4-point lead.
Only a 4-point lead. Stevens won't be checking in for now. Amari Wright dribbling down, guarded by Kitty Henderson. Micah Gray looking to score. Nope, picks up the dribble, back up to Amari Wright. Amari Wright cross-court pass to Savannah Catalan, drives left, and she falls. And it looks like, yeah, Savannah Catalan trips over her own foot, and that'll be Lions ball. Turnover Pirates. And Nicole Stevens checks in for Cecilia Collins down the stretch. 1 minute 54, Lions up 4. Things are really heating up here.
This is a huge possession here. You have run time off the clock.
Absolutely. And with these 30-second shot clocks, it's minimum 4 possessions left in the game. Every second counts here now. Kitty Henderson looking to pass to her sister.
Seton Hall on that full court press again.
Yeah. Fliss Henderson guarded by Higgins, full court.
She's got to be careful not to step out.
Higgins, not the Pirates' most useful offensive asset today, but has been their best defender easily this game. Yeah, no surprise that she's in right now. Kitty Henderson passes it to Fliss Henderson. A whistle has blown, and it'll be timeout Lions. Timeout Lions, that'll be Meg Griffith's first timeout of the game.
Smart timeout.
Yeah.
Just make sure she knows what the team knows what they're doing here.
Yeah, the offense was stagnant in that possession. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Lions looking a bit stagnant on that offensive possession. Yeah, Meg Griffith really got to draw up a play here to get one more score. Boy, that'd be 2, 3 free throws. You name it, they got to score.
You have to imagine she's drawing up something for Abby Shu here. Maybe an off-ball screen to get her open for a 3. Make it a 3-possession game.
And it seems that Seton Hall last season as a program was 66th in the nation in offensive rating. A very, very strong offensive program has been held to less than 70 this game.
I mean, less than 70, nothing to write home about. But yes, I think Columbia has done a much better job second half.
Absolutely. Defense has been much, much better.
Oh.
Fliss Henderson to shoot, and it looks like it will be.
Oh, that's a controversial foul call.
Yes, Shalyn Higgins may have been just a bit late on the offensive charge. Though me personally, I think that was an offensive foul on Shu.
Yeah, it looked like she got her feet set.
Yeah, very, very controversial call there, as you said. Inbounding will be Katie Henderson. Looking to pass, gets to Nicole Stevens, left corner. Nicole Stevens drives up. Abby Shu at the top. It's Katie Henderson. Fliss Henderson in the corner. Screen. Off-ball screen. Fliss cross-court pass to Perry Page. Very risky, but saves the ball. Katie Henderson, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Spins. Floater off the rim, but off the rim.
Rebound.
Perry Page. No! Oh my goodness.
It was a great rebound, but then a missed putback.
Gutsy offensive rebound by Perry Page, but just misses the putback. Oh man, Perry Page last year was Columbia's hustler, and it was a very painful sight to see her go down with that torn ACL against Penn at home. I was there to witness that very ugly sight. Man, but she's back and well. Looks like she hasn't lost a step. So a very encouraging sight, but it will be Pirates ball coming down. 1:05 left in the fourth, and full shot clock to go. Ooh boy.
Seton Hall definitely going to look to score really fast here.
Yeah.
Try to get the ball back 2-for-1 kind of situation.
Yeah, 2-possession game, but only a 4-point margin, so just one score could really get to put the Lions on edge offensively.
I think if Seton Hall doesn't score on this possession, they're in real trouble.
Yeah.
Might have to start playing the foul game.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they have time to just wait it out if they don't score here.
Yeah.
It looks like heading down the stretch. A little statistics recap. Columbia Lions 65, Seton Hall Pirates 61. Abby Shu leading the charge, 17 points, 7 rebounds, with 3 assists, albeit on 5 turnovers. She has led the charge defensively, 3 steals, and as I said earlier, 7 rebounds. Also contributing well offensively is Cecilia Collins, 12 points, 5 for 9 shooting, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. Very efficient game from her. And a great bounce back game from Paige Lauder. 10 points, 80% shooting, 4 rebounds, and a freshman stepping up very, very efficient in this game. Fliss Henderson, 9 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, perfect from the line. She has had a very encouraging freshman campaign thus far. Amari Bailey dribbling down, 1 minute left on the clock, 60 seconds. AJ Davis looking to pass, tipped by Henderson. Amari Wright not looking to shoot.
They got to hurry.
Yeah. 13 on shot clock.
Time.
Swish on the Fliss Henderson.
boy.
Azana Baines for 3. No good off the back rim. Rebound, Kitty Henderson. Oh boy, crucial possession here.
Don't pass that.
Abby Shu.
Wait,
No
Abby
need
Shu
to
in the
hurry.
corner.
Foul.
Kitty Henderson.
They're not going to foul?
Oh,
no,
they're
that
not
is
fouling.
just the
They're not
wrong
fouling.
choice.
Oh
That's
my goodness.
crazy.
Perry Page, they're very confident they're going to get a stop here.
Well, even if they do, it's still a 2-possession game.
That was
And-
poor clock management by the Seton Hall players.
Yeah, very.
Number 1, on their offensive possession, they took way too long. The shot clock was at like 7 when they shot it. Number 2, as on the rebound, they let about 20 seconds go off before fouling.
Yeah, that makes if you're gonna foul, do it right away. Why would you wait 20 seconds?
Pirates definitely throwing in
Poor
all their
clock
best.
management.
Yeah, Pirates throwing in all their best defensive assets in. AJ
No,
Davis
they got a
subbing
foul
out Ines
there.
Iana Lopes.
Y'all got to foul again.
You
They're not fouling. They're still not fouling.
If I'm the Pirates, you got to foul.
Don't shoot!
Oh,
why are you shooting?
why would you shoot?
Why would you shoot? You can't
Okay, Seton Hall has.
This is
You have
terrible
13
clock
seconds.
we gotta get stop here.
Get-
Amari right
get
for
out.
3.
Okay, that's
No good. Rebound Collins. They got a foul now, and that's a foul. Poor clock management from both sides. A very unwarranted shot from Phyllis Henderson, but they are bailed out.
Oh, there's so many errors there. Back to
You
back
do
to
not take that shot.
Why? Okay,
Yeah.
number one, Seton Hall's not fouling, which is an error. Why you never shoot when you're just trying to run the clock out? Oh, but Seton Hall couldn't capitalize on the miss, and the Lions will put
Yeah.
this game away.
Worked out.
Yeah. Oh man. Looks like Nicole Stevens looking to check back in once again. Cecilia Collins makes her first. Lions are up 5-6 seconds to go. It looks like this game is starting to wrap up. 2-possession game. Yeah, the Seton Hall Pirates looking to score 3 next possession after they call a timeout. Collins makes a second. Timeout Pirates as expected.
This would take a Seton Hall miracle to win.
Yep.
Can you advance the ball in college basketball now?
I think the rule is you'd have to bring it up and then call
you
a timeout.
you can't advance it. Okay, yeah, it's wrapped. It's wrapped.
Yeah. It's a bit different in NCAA. NBA, call it from anywhere, and yeah, you could get it from half court.
Yep.
Yeah, and as the nerves in my forearms are starting to pulsate, but this has been a relatively underwhelming end to the game. I'm not sure why, but maybe the blood flow to my fingers is a bit off circuit. It looks like Lions are up 6, 2-possession game with 6 seconds to go. I believe this game is all but over. Seton Hall's 3-point shooting has been pretty horrid this whole entire game, 23%. Amari Wright, their point guard, just shot her first 3 of the game, and as expected, missed. And Amari Wright last season. Amari Wright last season shot 6% from 3.
So they are giving them to them at half court, which they didn't do on the last possession.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the rule is out on that. That is maybe
There were
limit.
a couple of rule changes this offseason. I believe they got rid of like the restricted area as like a physical concept, but more like a conceptual one. So Amari Wright looking to pass to Azana Baines in the post. You gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot a 3. What are you doing? And yeah, foul on Michael Gray on Kitty Henderson, who got the rebound.
Your 2 possessions.
Yeah, it's a 2-possession game. You gotta shoot a 3.
Had Baines made that, it would have been a big shot to cut the lead to 4.
Wow, I'm not a fan of the clock man.
Yeah. Looks like something happened at center court. Not entirely sure. Oh my goodness! And someone just got thrown out of the game.
The Seton Hall coach, I believe.
Seton Hall coach.
He was just yelling his
oh my goodness!
push off.
Yeah, looks like Seton Hall's head coach just got thrown out of the game.
We need a lip reading on the head coach. I don't know if we can say it on YouTube Live. Well, I suppose we're not on FCC airwaves, so we can say whatever.
That's true. Oh yeah, that head coach is livid. Oh, everyone's loving it. This crowd is loving it. I am not entirely sure the sequence of events that folded at center court, but it looks like ultimately the technical foul was not imposed on one of the players, but Seton Hall's head coach. Yep, as he is being escorted out of the gym.
Abby Shue gets to pad the stats.
And it looks like Abby Shue is...
Are there any other Abby Shue record watches we should be aware of right now?
Oh, I don't know. Not aware.
Yeah, it looks like Abby Shue will be looking to add to her point total with some technical free throws. Abby Shue makes her first.
I wonder which coach in the Ivy League. Well, not in the Ivy League.
And it looks like the head coach's ejection has been announced. Abby Shue has made her second technical.
He gets 3 shots.
He gets another one.
Oh no, because the bonus when Micah Gray fouled Kitty Henderson, that's 2 free throws right there, and then the technical free throw right here. Yep, that's 3.
Another free throw.
Yeah.
And yep,
wait, I think the coach got double teamed.
And double technical for 2 technicals for the coach.
Oh,
so yeah, that's 4 free throws.
Stat padding. Oh my
stat
goodness.
padding. Stat padding.
You know what? It's not stat padding. It's shooting practice.
Fair enough.
Right.
You would. I like your pause. I like your positive look at the game, Mo.
That will bring Abby Shue to 20 points. Did it again.
Oh, wait, what's going on? It looks like Kitty Henderson's going to be taking some technical free throws.
Well,
I'm
okay. Well,
not-
maybe I must be confused. Maybe
Maybe
each technical is
maybe
2 free
each
throws.
maybe each technical is 2 free
I
throws.
don't think so,
Both-
unless it's different in college.
It must be different
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
Kitty Henderson
because
shooting
the
now.
Pirates are lining up for Kitty's free throws. So yeah, it looks like maybe the Seton Hall's head coach 2 technicals. They chose Abby to shoot
I see.
them. So that's 4 points for Abby. But Kitty Henderson, more technical free throws. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I'm lost, man.
And Kitty Henderson misses her first free throw.
Why isn't Abby taking them?
The
man. Well, I guess-
moral
I
of the
guess-
story is that
yeah.
Columbia wins.
It looks like Kitty's looking to add to her point total, as she has 10 points thus far. Makes her second. And that'll be it for her.
So just a quick rule search.
Quick,
Rule search.
six free throws.
That'll be
Just watch
Lions
6
converting 5 of their 6 free throws, and they'll be looking to score yet again. Actually, no, there's 2 seconds left, and it looks like that will be the game. Lions win their first home game of the season, their first game of non-conference play, in a very strange fashion, but a win is a win. Lions win 72-61 by 11 points, backed up by those 5 free throws at the end.
Yeah.
And it looks like the Lions will be heading home very happy after a Seton Hall ejection and a very scrappy third and fourth quarters.
And that's the
Moe-
100th career win for Megan Griffin.
Hey, that's the 100th career win for Meg Griffin, as Perry said. So it looks like she ended the last season at 99. Moe, Perry, very intense game up until the latter half of the fourth
Kind
quarter.
of an anticlimactic ending. Like I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but the end it just kind of fizzled out.
I've never seen a close game end in so many consecutive free throws from one team.
Yeah. It looks like definitely a couple lapses. Definitely when it was that 2-possession game, Seton Hall called a timeout to get a 3 up. Instead, they dish it down to Baines in the post for a 2, which was definitely a couple lapses of judgment for both sides, though, as Fliss Henderson shot the ball when they were trying to run the clock out. But a win's a win. Very scrappy win, especially that third quarter. I was very much a fan of that third quarter defensively, but offensively not so much. But first game back. It's a little bit rusty, but got to get some reps in.
And hopefully wipe off the rust for Duke.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
a big test.
Yeah.
no turkeys yet. Seems like the players might have to wait to Thanksgiving for that one.
Well, that'll be it. That'll be it for us. That'll be it for WKCR Sports, as the Lions take a very convincing win, 72-61 over Seton Hall. We'll be back tomorrow for men's basketball versus Albany Great Danes, starring looking like Geronimo Rubio de la Rosa, looking to continue his very successful campaign at starting point guard. Xavier McLean, a very edited his philosophy heading into trainings. We'll see if that manifests in their game against the Albany Great Danes. They lost earlier this week, Monday, against Providence, and we'll be throwing it back soon to August Phillips, Jack Armstrong, and Aleph Mazarin back at Morningside Heights. I'm Nathan Kim. Here to my right, Moe Lawsky and Perry Wakatsuki.
Great pronunciation, dude.
Yep,
Killed it.
fix the pronunciation this time. And setting it back now. Thank you and good night.
Thank you so much to our amazing announcers live from the women's basketball game versus Seton Hall. They ended up pulling out a great win. My name is August Phillips. You've been listening to WKCR Sports on WKCR FM, except this is our second stream, only available on YouTube. Again, tomorrow, another second stream game at 7 p.m. men's basketball, Tuesday versus Duke on 89.9 FM and WKCR.org. Tonight, women's basketball scraped out a great win versus Seton Hall, coming down to the wire and then sort of pulling away there at the end. Thank you for tuning in again, and tune in tomorrow and for further coverage of women's and men's basketball season. Signing off now. Thank you for tuning into our first ever YouTube live stream. Have a great night.